Well, all right. We want to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. And of course, happy we are to be here with you tonight. Of course, for those of you who are here in Grenada, we would like to say hello to you. And for those of you who are not, wherever you are, whichever part of the world you're tuned in, we want to say hello and thank you for joining us tonight. We have a lot of things to tell you about, boy. Yes. So let's get right into that. Grenada has no known active case of COVID. You heard me right. Grenada currently has no known active case of COVID-19. That's just fantastic. That's supercalifragilisticexpialidociously marvelous. Of course, there might be just one or two other countries that can say that, in fact. And we are happy to be one of them. Now we are moving on. Senator resigns as the head of the CBI program. We'll talk about that. Carifta Games 2021 officially cancelled, as well as Health Minister pleads with Grenadians to get vaccinated as the shelf life of these vaccines are running out. Drastic increase in acute respiratory infections in Grenada. We'll talk about that. Grenadians letting their guards down, says health officials, and police say that they are stepping up their COVID-19 regulations enforcement. We have that and more to tell you about when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson. This is where it all happens. We are talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. There's no other program like this. We call it News Discussed, Not Told. We do not have a horse in the race, so of course we are committed to telling you as it is. You see what I'm saying? Yes, and who don't like it? Well, bite it. Gotta let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Coach Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Ministry of Health. We want to say thank you guys for being on board. The Housing Authority of Grenada, thank you as well for being on board. Folks, we're taking our first break, and when we come back, it's going to be real news in all your little. So if you have not yet done so, we'd like to ask of you to please share the business, because you see, when you share the business, that's how other people get to know that we are live. If you hear a little thingy here, a little thingy there, you got to know that the son, who's only 1.5 years old, is right next to me, and he's assisting daddy with the program tonight. Let's hope that all goes well. If I, for some reason, disappear unannounced, well, I do not have to tell you that someone pulled the plug. We'll take a break, and we'll be back shortly.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? you could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Open hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
The Small Business Development Fund is committed to providing support for your small business in these challenging times. We've upgraded our loan resources to ensure that your small business continues to thrive. Get business loans up to $40,000 with an unsecured limit of $10,000. Small businesses in agriculture, tourism, fisheries, and agro-processing will receive our unbeatable reduced interest rate of 3%. Get financial assistance for your small business today. Contact us at 459-0773 or via email at info.sbdf@gmail.com. The Small Business Development Fund, a program from the Government of Grenada supporting small business development.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, so that's what they say. They are committed to meeting their customers' needs. That is NAWASA. All right, so folks, we're getting right into what's making the news for tonight. If you have not yet done so, we would like to invite you, to please share the program so that other people will see that we are on. Yeah, let other people see that we on and thing now. Don't play all the thing now. Oh gosh, why is that one dog? You understand? Yes. So that's what we wanted to tell you about now as our first story. You see a picture here on your screen. Now, some farmers of the Eastern Agricultural District, they are now more knowledgeable in combating pests, particularly the flower bud moth in peppers. Now, this pest is a micromoth which lays its eggs on the leaves of the crop and resulting in the young larva boring its way into the young fruit. Now, as a result, the fruit does not grow and develop, resulting in tremendous damage and loss for the farmers. They are saying now, so the Eastern Extension District of the Ministry of Agriculture, they hosted a one-day session on integrated pest management for farmers in Union and surrounding communities in St. Andrew on the 6th of May 2021. Now, the ministry was responding to complaints about the effects of the flower bud moth on peppers. All right. We posted a nice little thing on the page and so on so that persons can get to check that out. All right. Again, I apologize for the stuffiness. I will talk more about that. It seemed like, you know, more of us are victims of this whole thing than we might have expected. You understand? Anyway, we'll talk more about it. You hear, Papa? I told a lady today, I said, I went to the pharmacy to get something for the stuffiness, and I said, Miss, me ain't get cold in years. Her response was, well, we didn't have no cold last year. Which is kind of true because we are all wearing masks properly and we're probably more careful than we are now. Again, that too we will talk about. The traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force hereby advises the general public and in particular motorists that 1. lane of Coconut, Mount Parnassus Public Road, St. George, will be closed to vehicular traffic from Wednesday, 12 May 2021 for a period of 1 week. The Ministry of Works say they intend to remove a large boulder in the vicinity. The Traffic Department and the Ministry of Works would like to thank the general public for your cooperation and understanding and regrets any inconveniences that may be caused. We are hearing tonight that Senator Christopher Diali, who's the head of the CBI program, has tendered his resignation, which is said to be taking effect in a matter of weeks. The reason for that move has not been disclosed, but of course there are a lot of talks, and hopefully we'll be able to get the senator himself to talk to us in terms of what caused that. Well, we know recently the organization or the company, they hired a new deputy, and we will have an interview with her soon. Of course, that's already scheduled and everything, and that's to talk about the CBI program. And we also spoke to Mr. Diali recently about the CBI program, and at that time he seemed to be very enthusiastic about the program and what it does and how people can benefit, and of course trying to dispel some of the myths of the program. We are moving on. Now, this morning, May 11, 2021, a team of executive members from the Grenada Trades Union Council met with Prime Minister Honorable Keith Mitchell in his capacity as the Minister of National Security and the Commissioner of Police, Edwin Martin, resulting from a request made by the GTUC, Grenada Trade Unions Council, on April 29, 2021, for discussions on the call-in and questioning of the Grenada Union of Teachers UT President, Brother Jules Bartholomew. The GTUC team put forward serious concerns, they say, about what appeared to be police intervention in a labor dispute, and the statement that the investigation was not closed. Now, the Minister of National Security and the Commissioner of Police responded to the queries through cordial discussions, they say. We posted a little thing on that on the site, so you can go check it out and link to it. You understand? Audio. Anyway, we're moving on. How are we looking for time? Now, for the second straight year, the Carifta Games, the annual athletics competition featuring the best regional junior athletes, has been cancelled. Now, the North American, Central American, and Caribbean Athletics Association, NACAC, General Secretary Keith Joseph said that the administration was left with no other option but to cancel the 2021 edition of the competition because of the various obstacles that the COVID-19 pandemic presented to the local organizing committee. Now, Joseph said those challenges ranged from the strict quarantine requirements for athletes to a lack of additional funding and problems with accommodation. Now, Joseph said that the challenges would require not allowing under 17 athletes to participate, and an alternative which they would not consider. Now, unfortunately, they say, we have carefully taken all factors into consideration, and we are left with no option but to cancel the Carifta Games 2021, he said. He said the Bermuda authorities have made it clear that the 14-day mandatory quarantine for unvaccinated athletes is non-negotiable. While Bermuda allows athletes from 16 years to be vaccinated, the majority of our Carifta family members are in countries where the authorities only allow vaccination for persons 18 years and older. He says we cannot host the event without the under-17s, who, from our vantage point, are as integral to the event as the under-20s. We are not agreed to having an edition of the Carifta Games that does not engage the traditional categories and which disenfranchises a significant number of athletes. All right, now last year's edition of the Games was cancelled because of the pandemic and resulted in Bermuda remaining as the host country for the 2021 staging. However, the event was pushed back twice because of the surge in COVID-19 cases. and the conflict with those sitting Caribbean secondary education certificate examination. The NACAC. They said in April that the August dates were under threat because of the various obstacles outlined. So here we are with this current position. All right, the 2022 Carifta Games, the 50th edition of the competition, is still scheduled for Guyana. Okay, let's go. Although on a serious note now, serious. The thousands of vaccine, I think it was 52,000 doses of vaccines were received recently, I think sometime in February. But to date, the Ministry of Health doesn't believe that Grenadians are taking advantage of the opportunity that we have been afforded access to vaccines. And so, the doses that we received are about to expire. If by the 17th of May, persons who have not taken the first doses of vaccine, so if by then people don't take their first dose by then, the ministry says they cannot guarantee that you will be able to get the second dose in time.
What I would like to inform the public is that those 52,000 doses, we have used to date 19,000, just over 19,000 doses. That is with 13,600 people as of yesterday taking the first dose and 5,480 persons taking the second dose. On the 27th of June, all of our vaccination stock, remaining vaccination stock, will expire. We do not have, as yet, a confirmed source of replacement vaccines. And as such, we would like to inform the public, plead with the public. We know that there are many of you out there who are almost ready to take it, as you have been saying, who have been waiting to feel a little more comfortable. The facts are that if by the 17th of May, persons do not take their first dose, those of you who have been hesitating, we cannot guarantee that we will be able to give you your second dose in a timely manner.
Okay, thank you very much, Health Minister. Now, he's saying by the time people have made up their minds, it might just be too late.
Because as I said, the remaining vaccine stock will expire on the 27th of June. This is regrettable. We have fought a good fight with respect to informing the public, and all the information is consistent from the Ministry of Health, from the WHO, from the CDC. However, we have been fighting against other dissenters. We have seen certain religious persons going against their own religion and speaking from the pulpit a different message from what their own religion has said. And we have also seen many other religious leaders joining with us in seeking the best interest of our beautiful country, Grenada, and conforming with the message of their own religion. We have seen many trade union leaders assisting us in speaking out and supporting a vaccination policy while still supporting the right of the individual to take. But also we have not seen many others who remain silent, but they themselves in some instances have taken the vaccine. We have seen influential entertainers joining us and speaking to the public, encouraging our youth to step forward and do what is right, what is necessary. But regrettably, we've seen others speaking out against the vaccine. And it is against this backdrop that we regrettably have to say that the vaccines are still available. The vaccines have been available since February. The information is still available. The information has been available since February. But based on our current trend, we regret to inform that there may be some of you who, by the time you have removed your anxiety by the time you have been able to dispel the misinformation that some dissenters have placed in you, that it may be too late. And I'm sure.
Okay, I know. Yeah, that's kind of tough, to say the least. All right, folks, I am happy to report that based on new information coming in, it shows that Grenada currently has no active case of COVID-19. Yeah. 0 active cases or known active cases of COVID-19. Again, there are not many countries, I don't know if there's any, other than us and another, who can boast of not having any known active case of COVID. I mean, take a look at around us. And give yourself a tap on the shoulder, for God's sake. I know that you have let your guards down to some extent, but still, we have to say congratulations to the authorities, to the health officials, and to us in general for the most part, following the protocols. But there's room for improvement, as we will hear in a moment. Now, Dr. Sean Charles has a message for us. Now, audio, they are saying that we are letting our guards down and things are happening around us that are signs that it is very easy to have a COVID-19 outbreak in Grenada. Now, Grenada's acting Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sean Charles, says the country is experiencing a significant increase in acute respiratory infections. I went to the doctor this week with my son because my son, I just shield my son. You understand? Shield him from the outside world, kind of. And then played with some kids. Next thing you know, he got sick. All right? Took him to the doctor. And the doctor says, Mikey, I don't know of any child who is not having the same symptom like him. For the past 2 weeks, they've been seeing crazy numbers in terms of students, children, coming to the doctors with respiratory problems. Now, the Chief Medical Officer made the announcement during the government's weekly post-cabinet briefing today. Now, he said that the current outbreak of the flu-like illness has affected many schools and some business places. You understand? And it says if that is infiltrating our society like that, they have done tests, but they say so far the test that they have done is not coming out to be COVID-19. But it's something, as we was, you see, we tell all of that last night, I tell all of we just do we walk. We walk here. We don't have the biggest tab, but we do we walk. We told you yesterday that this is what's happening at the health ministry. They are looking into it. We got like a bird whisper in the air. Say, well, you know what? The ministry, they don't know what it is. But they are looking into it to see what it is. Is it swine flu? Is it some strain of something? You understand what I'm saying? So he says that, hey, the fact that this is infiltrating our system like this is an indication that we are not ready. Where COVID-19 is concerned, that we need to continue to follow the protocols and do what we have to, or else.
And I'm sure that many persons in the population have observed this for themselves.
In recent times, we have announced that we have arrested and charged several.
And I'm sure that many persons in the population have observed this for themselves.
Look here. No, I think
in recent times, we have announced that we have arrested and charged several.
Ready for that, yeah. You understand? So it seemed we seem to have a problem with that clip. I'll fix that. Just now. Give me 2 minutes. All right? So he's saying, I don't know what's going on there. I need my computer to see. All right? He said that this current outbreak is a problem. People are being placed on sick leaves or absent as a result of this. He said that we have noticed that the number of cases of the acute respiratory illnesses are progressively and steadily rising. They say that we have tested or have started the testing to verify whether it is as a result of the coronavirus, COVID-19 or not. And so far, cases tested have been negative. You understand? I'm going to come back to that story in a 2 minutes, you know, because I want all to hear the man talk. You understand? And if all permitting me, I'm doing it, again it while we are on the program here. You understand? So all the next thing that we have to tell all about, boy, as I said, we will come back to that story in a moment. I have to go back to find that particular clip because it's glitching. All right, so yeah, good. So the next thing that we have to tell all about, boy, the RGPF. You know, they say that it seems like Grenadians are letting the guards down. So they say that they will be stepping up their COVID-19 regulations enforcement.
We are therefore will be stepping up our enforcement of the current.
What going on there, dog? Are you getting me sick in a dog? You understand? I don't know what happened there. So what we can probably do for that throwing me off, dog. You know sometimes these things happen, eh? Woosa. So there will be I'm going to come back to that too. There will be a pop-up drive, COVID-19 vaccination pop-up clinic that will be happening in St. Mark. All right. The Ministry of Health, they seem to be doing this in some areas, and of course they are moving to the parish of St. Mark. All right. And that will be on the 14th. That will be on Friday at 1 p.m. at the Victoria Medical Center. All right. So they will be hosting that pop-up clinic. Now they ask persons to walk with your ID and get your vaccine shot. All right. They say that the MP will be there and thing, to engage with the constituents and so on. Good stuff. Yes. All right. So let me see if I can get folks. I hope you all don't mind me. But these things happen. I'm not sure what is happening. I think I have an idea as to what's happening, but I'm not going to say that. So what we'll do is I would go through another way of getting that clip for you. All right. It is not going to be the most professional, but that's what we can do it for now. Okay. So we were talking about Dr. Sean Charles about the current situation.
Are cases of acute respiratory infection. For those of you who might be confused of what I'm speaking about, I'm talking about the flu, the same flu that is circulating right now. All right, persons come down with fever and sore throat and runny nose and headaches and they feel unwell. It is affecting many persons in society. It's affecting our school children. It's affecting adults. It is transmitted in the exact same way that COVID is transmitted, through droplets that are spread when persons cough and sneeze and talk and laugh and so on. And it is also transmitted by contact when your contaminated hands are brought to your mouth, your eyes, and your nose. Now, we're talking about 133 cases this week. Last year, this same week, it was only 21. All right, it was only 21. So something has happened. Somehow we have given this virus, because it's caused by a virus, we have given it the opportunity to spread from person to person easily. All right, and it's affecting us. So right now we just want.
Yes, so that's Dr. Sean Charles regarding that particular issue there. And the other thing that we were telling you is that the Royal Grenada Police Force, they say that they will be stepping up enforcement regarding the regulations, and they're saying that the regulations are being violated, and so we cannot continue like that. They say that they are there to enforce the law, and the law they will enforce.
We have been seen gathering in groups outside of the stipulated numbers without permission. Businesses and individuals hosting activities without the relevant permission. Bus trips have become a common across the country. Village shops are opening well beyond the stipulated time and are not adhering to the protocols regarding the number of persons allowed to be inside at any given time. And we have seen many other violations. Those were just a few. While we welcome the return of economic activities to the country, we must all be reminded that we are still under a state of emergency. And I want to reiterate that fact. Grenada is still under a state of emergency. Therefore, the IGPF as an organization must ensure that we do all within our powers vested in us to keep Grenada safe. We are therefore will be stepping up our enforcement of the current regulations. We have exhibited immense tolerance and patience because we understand people need to be free as they say. But times are again getting dangerous in light of what we have heard this morning about the vaccines.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Varney Cohen. Of course, we again would like to apologize for the quality of that clip, but of course we had to use alternative means to get it to you. All right, family members, please permit me some time to take a quick break and come back. When we come back, we will have for you the national report and the weather. All right, so stay tuned for that. And for those of you who have not yet done so, we'd like to please encourage you to please go ahead and share the business. When you share the business, that's how other people get to know that we are live. Folks, we will be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
This month, make it all about her with a gift from Courts. Shop today and enjoy up to 30% off selected rugs, accessories, and more. Get the most stylish appliances, home furnishings, and more. Plus, shop today with Ready Finance and we'll pay your first and last installment. You can also shop online at www.shopcourts.com for the same great savings. So make it all about her with something special from Courts. Courts, bringing value home.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, they easy?
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
The Small Business Development Fund is committed to providing support for your small business in these challenging times. We've upgraded our loan resources to ensure that your small business continues to thrive. Get business loans up to $40,000 with an unsecured limit of $10,000. Small businesses in agriculture, tourism, fisheries, and agro-processing will receive our unbeatable reduced interest rate of 3%. Get financial assistance for your small business today. Contact us at 459-0773 or via email at info.sbdf@gmail.com. The Small Business Development Fund, a program from the Government of Grenada supporting small business development.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are full grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Health Minister announces that Grenada's vaccination stock will soon expire. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, May 11th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Minister for Health Honorable Nicholas Steele has made an impassioned plea for Grenadians who are still undecided on whether to take the AstraZeneca vaccine to do so before it expires next month. Grenada's vaccination stock will expire on June 27th, and the Ministry of Health is concerned that less than half of the 52,000 available doses have been administered to the populace and no confirmed source of replacement at this time. During Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing, Health and Social Security Minister Nicholas Steele said it may be too late for many if their first dose is not taken by May 17th. Since the launch of the vaccination program on February 12th, more than 19,000 were administered. Government is yet to confirm a source from which to secure more vaccines.
Those 52,000 doses, we have used to date 19,000, just over 19,000 doses. That is with 13,600 people as of yesterday taking the first dose, and 5,480 persons taking the second dose. On the 27th of June, all of our vaccination stock, remaining vaccination stock, will expire. We do not have, as yet, a confirmed source of replacement vaccines. And as such, we would like to inform the public, plead with the public. We know that there are many of you out there who are almost ready to take it, as you have been saying, who have been waiting to feel a little more comfortable. The facts are that if by the 17th of May, persons do not take their first dose, those of you who have been hesitating, we cannot guarantee that we will be able to give you your second dose in a timely manner.
Minister Steele says it is unfortunate that even with the consistency in the ministry's messages and promotion of the vaccine, many did not take advantage of the opportunity to be vaccinated.
We continue to plead with the population to do what is necessary to protect us all. We have done very well, relatively, fighting COVID-19. The Ministry of Health has been able to keep as best as possible COVID-19 out of Grenada. And when it did enter Grenada, we were able to isolate it and prevent it from spreading. We are consistent in our message, which is that the only way out of this is through vaccination, and that the vaccinations are available, the vaccines are available.
He says government will continue in its fight to keep the virus out of Grenada. However, the onus is on each Grenadian to play his role in the process.
We cannot guarantee that we are going to be able to keep COVID-19 out of Grenada in the future. We have seen other islands and many other countries with much greater resources than us fail. And therefore, we have to face that reality. We look at what's happening with India. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them. They are the largest manufacturer of vaccines in the world. They have supplied us with the vaccines that we are using. And they have succumbed because their rate of vaccination within their public has been too low. Almost all of the individuals succumbing to COVID-19 now are individuals who are not vaccinated. And as such, again, we plead, but we must, in our efforts consistently to be transparent, we are informing the public that as of the 27th of June, the vaccine stock will expire, and as of yet, we do not have a replacement stock.
Continuing the news, Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell continues to play a leading role in encouraging Grenadians to get vaccinated. Dr. Mitchell and his cabinet colleagues have embarked on a series of outreach efforts, collaborating with the Ministry of Health to host vaccination drives in their respective constituencies. On Tuesday, more than 60 persons turned out to the Bushaju Community Centre to be vaccinated. Dr. Mitchell visited the site and expressed satisfaction with the turnout. In speaking with the GIS, Dr. Mitchell said, "We are at a critical juncture where there is need for further public sensitization, getting people in the know about the importance of getting vaccinated and making vaccination available to them within their own community." He says this is an important initiative that should be taken on board by all persons of influence, including members of the opposition and other groups that have an impact on people within the society. A lot of social activities that people are used to partaking in cannot happen because of the threat of the virus and the impact that it has had to date on the business community, even with the very low number of positive cases in Grenada.
For example, the entertaining community, the the people that put on shows, the cultural artists and so on, they are hurting because of the lack of viable opportunities to apply their business at this particular time. So we feel, based on the fact that we noticed that with all the misinformation going on, a number of people are not moving forward to get the vaccination. So we felt as representatives that we should take responsibility for doing what we can within our own communities. After all is said and done, the fact is all our representatives would have got the support of a lot of people. We are not making this thing political. We're just using the fact as representatives that we have a special contact with people in our communities. And we're also advising the opposition to do the same thing.
Dr. Mitchell said the importance of getting the population vaccinated should not be seen as a political motive, nor as a one-party initiative, but more so as a campaign to save lives.
Minister Gregory Boyne did already. He was the first one who did it, and he said how successful it was. And so far, here we can see what is happening here already. From reports, it's not even midday yet, and you have over 28 people already vaccinated, which is a good sign. So if by the end of the period at 2 o'clock, we have 50%, we'll consider to be a tremendous success. So if we keep replicating that around the country and in the constituency, in our case, the next time we'll go to another center in the constituency where people around that particular area will be able to come and be vaccinated.
The constituency-based vaccination drive will continue across the country, making the vaccine more accessible for those who are willing to be vaccinated. To date, more than 13,600 Grenadians have been vaccinated, with almost 5,500 received both doses. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break. Welcome back. Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, is confident about the future of regional tourism despite current challenges facing the industry as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Mitchell, a featured speaker in a regional high-level discussion on Tuesday, acknowledged that the continued spikes in COVID-19 cases in some countries, the emergence of new, more aggressive variants, and borders closures create a sense of uncertainty about the future of tourism.
Notwithstanding the challenges, we continue to be optimistic that the tourism industry will rebound and will recover. Our expectations, therefore, in that regard, must be tempered by an unwavering commitment to give priority consideration to the safety of our people. Placing safety at the pinnacle of our efforts to restart tourism will serve as an attraction in and of itself.
The Grenadian leader is disappointed that no Caribbean country was included on the UK Green List, which identifies countries from where travelers will not be required to quarantine when entering the UK.
This drives home the urgency for Grenada and other Caribbean countries to come together and work together to lobby the UK for green light status based on our own relatively low case numbers and astute management of the pandemic. This will create a tremendous opportunity to increase the Caribbean's global market share, as many popular destinations in places such as Italy, China, Spain, and South Africa will be closed out for the time being.
Reiterating his optimism about the future, Dr. Mitchell said it's an opportune time for Grenada and its Caribbean neighbors to focus more on intra-regional travel, noting that considerable resources are invested in attracting visitors from around the world. Dr. Mitchell said countries must now look into tapping the regional market. Elaborating on how to achieve this, he said one such initiative would be reducing the travel tax and making the cost of airline tickets more affordable. However, this must be a collaborative effort among the islands. Tuesday's discussion on the future of tourism was organized by the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP. It was the first of the 5 regional policy dialogues aimed at discussing the new trends in the tourism sector and the role of micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises within the sector. Finally, in the news, the Royal Grenada Police Force says there will be stricter enforcement of regulations and arrests for violation of COVID-19 regulations. Officer in charge of the Community Relations Department, Superintendent Vanny Kerwin, says this is even more critical in light of the low number of persons who have been vaccinated and the blatant disregard by many regarding the protocols. During the government's weekly post-cabinet press briefing on Tuesday, Superintendent Kerwin also said they have arrested and charged several non-nationals coming from neighboring countries with high COVID numbers. He reminded the public that we are still under a state of emergency.
I indicated earlier that we have been arrested and charged several non-nationals for entering our country without presenting themselves to establish port of entries. Now it takes just one of these persons to enter undetected, and the fact that we have not been following the protocols, wearing of the mask, etc. If that one person get a hold of us in Grenada, with us not adhering to those protocols, we can only ask God to have mercy on us. You're going to see stricter enforcement on mass adherence. As I indicated, if you go to St. George's now, several persons are walking around without wearing the mask. As I indicated before, we have been very tolerant. We have been speaking a lot. We have been encouraging people to wear the mask. But based on what we are hearing now from the medical experts, it becomes critically important for us to again enforce the mask regulations. And to answer your question definitively, there are going to be tickets for masks. There are going to perhaps be arrests for violations that are continuing, and you can expect to see stricter enforcement of the regulations based on what we're hearing and based on where we're heading.
A call was also made to businesses and bus drivers to assist the RGPF in enforcing the protocols.
We cannot be everywhere at every time doing enforcement for all of the violations that becomes apparent. And so it is again the clarion call for us to work together. Other entities, other organizations need to step up to the plate. I think Grenadians have left enforcement of the COVID regulation to law enforcement. While it is our primary responsibility to do that, we continue to say from day one that we cannot do this alone. All of us need to get on board. At the end of the day, it's our country, our safety, and our security we are all fighting for.
That story just ended the national report for Tuesday, May 11th, recapping the top story. Health Minister announces that Grenada's vaccination stock will soon expire. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, so that's it. Thank you very much. And it is time for the weather. The weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with a few brief early morning showers possible. Now, the minimum temperature for tonight is expected to be about 25 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas are moderate to slightly rough, waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. And before we wrap him up, let's say hello to a few people on the program. On the Popo, Golden, Brenda, Mishi, Noreen, and Jane, and Von Marie. Also, Angel, we have with us as well, Noreen, Naomi, Jane. Cynthia, I see Della, I see Denise, I see you. Shamin, Shum, Noreen again, I see that we have Khalid, what's it? Carlisle, sorry, Carlisle. They are moving so fast. So Carlisle is there with us as well. And Ezran is with us as well. And Angel. Everybody else who's with us as well. The usual suspects, we want to say thank you for joining us, and may God richly bless you and your family. All right, we have run out of time, so forgive me if I don't say hi to everybody. Don't worry, you'll get a big up tomorrow. All right, God's willing. Take care of yourselves and your family. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja, no, all the best.